Good evening, class, and welcome to our first flipped classroom lesson. I know this is a new way of conducting class, but I think it will be very beneficial for you to have a fresh new way of learning information. I will also go into more detail about how this will all work and what's expected of you guys. And I'll show you how to use the website and everything like that. Tomorrow in class, we'll dive more into detail about that. But if you guys have any questions or comments or concerns, you guys are more than welcome to email me before tomorrow's class or express your concerns tomorrow before we have our classroom discussion on the novel that we will be reading for the next couple of weeks. And I'll introduce that in a couple of seconds. And then also during these lectures that I'll be going through with you guys, for the rest of the semester, please make sure that you guys are taking notes and listening very carefully because you never know if there's going to be a pop quiz the next day or anything like that. Cough, cough, hint, hint. Um, but tonight I will be giving you guys an introduction to our novel and a little bit of background information on the author, F. Scott Fitzgerald. So we'll start off with some history about him. Fitzgerald was born on September 24th, 1986, and was named after his ancestor who wrote the Star-Spangled Banner. He was raised in Minnesota, and since he wrote this amazing canonical text and many other novels during his time, you would think that he was a fantastic student growing up in Minnesota. However, you would be so incorrect because Fitzgerald did very poorly in school while growing up. But he somehow managed to enroll in Princeton in 1913. However, he did not graduate. He did not finish his time at Princeton. He was in his fourth year, and he decided to enlist in the Army instead in 1917. He became a second lieutenant in World War I, tongue twister there, and was stationed at Camp Sheridan in Alabama. While he was stationed in Alabama, he met and fell in love with Zelda, and he married her after the war. However, while I was reading information about some background information on him, it seems she put up a pretty big fight just because she had a huge desire for wealth and fun, and Fitzgerald really had to prove to her that their marriage would be a success and he was going to be a great husband for her. And you'll actually realize if you guys do any research or anything like that, that the characters in the novel that we'll read about very much portray actual people in Fitzgerald's life. And many of his early adulthood memories made an appearance in the novel that we will be reading about, including the romance between the two major characters. The female character in the novel, her personality and her character itself resemble Zelda in real life. And once Fitzgerald became a huge celebrity, he quickly fell into a wild and reckless lifestyle of lavish parties, just as our fine wealthy gentleman that we'll read about in the novel did once he made his riches. And then just another fact for you guys to think about, once the Great Depression had hit in the 1920s, the late 1920s actually, Fitzgerald began to battle alcoholism while his wife had a nervous breakdown. And then, unfortunately, Fitzgerald died at a very young age of 44 while he was working on the novel The Love of the Last Tycoon. Now, since I gave you a little bit of background information on Fitzgerald, I want you guys to do a little research and come to class tomorrow with 3 facts about Fitzgerald that were not discussed in this lecture. We will be going through the class and we will hear everyone's facts that you find. And like I said, if you guys have any questions or anything about that, email me. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But let's go ahead and introduce our novel officially. We will be reading The Great Gatsby. It is an awesome novel, and I remember it being one of my favorite high school reads in one of my English classes. It's one of my favorite novels. You guys will soon learn. I'll talk about it a lot while we are reading it. But I just want to go ahead and give you just a really small dose of it just right here in this lecture. I'll give you a little bit of background, plot overview, everything like that. Nick Carraway, he's one of the characters in the novel. He actually narrates the story the entire time. His character comes to West Egg and rents a home right next door to Jay Gatsby. And immediately, Nick is thrown into the glamorous life of the riches. And as the summer progresses, he begins to grow closer to the lives of Daisy, which is actually his cousin as well, her husband Tom, and also his neighbor Jay Gatsby. And then as this novel progresses and the plot grows thicker and thicker, Nick also takes a risk into knowing the secrets about the characters, and finding out who they truly are rather than what he seemed to look at them in the beginning. He saw these people as innocent and naive and sometimes vulgar, and very self-centered. And by the end of the novel, he sees that there's so much more than that in all of these characters. And you guys will definitely read about it as the novel progresses. It's a very short novel. It's a very easy read, so you guys will hopefully enjoy it. You guys will see the different symbols and themes that are involved, and you guys will do a little project as the book progresses. But in this novel, there's infidelity, drama, love, lust, and it talks about the American dream a lot. So make sure you guys are on the lookout for things about that in the novel, and take down any notes as you guys read. Do little side notes in the novel. You guys are more than welcome to do that. But I didn't want to go too much into detail with the novel because I really want you guys to be able to create abstract ideas of the characters and everything that will be of huge importance in this novel. I hope that you guys will enjoy this novel just as much as I did when I was in high school. If you guys want to, you are more than welcome to. Once we finish the book, the movie is always better once you read the novel. The original Great Gatsby, it's on Netflix. You're more than welcome to view it. Or if you would like to, I saw the movie recently. You can look up on YouTube the 2013 remake of this novel. You can watch the trailer for it. I saw the movie and it was absolutely spectacular, and it portrayed the novel very amazingly. But make sure that you guys do that after you read the book. Just so that you guys are able to create these ideas and thoughts of your own before you see anything that had been made like a play or anything like that. So you guys don't have any expectations of what it's really supposed to be like. But this concludes our first flipped classroom lesson, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this approach better than having a lecture in the class and then doing an assignment at home. But make sure that you bring your questions and notes tomorrow into class so that you guys are ready to dive right into the novel. We'll read, we'll probably do a little mini activity to kind of introduce the novel a little bit more. We'll kind of go through the first chapter together, and then you guys will read the next chapter or two at home tomorrow night. But if you guys have any questions, you know what my email is, and if you don't remember it, it is listed in the syllabus, and you can contact me that way, or you guys are more than welcome to call the school phone, and I will get your messages in the morning, and I'll make sure to make notes of them, and then we will discuss them tomorrow in class. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening, and like I said, bring your notes, and make sure if you guys didn't catch everything that I said to listen again, because there may be a pop quiz in your future. Cough, cough, hint, hint again. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions, and like I said before, I hope that you enjoyed this fresh new approach to learning, and if you guys have questions, let me know, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Bye!